Talk football. And now we're going to talk a little bit about the Pirates from Gore and a little bit about what the season coming up with them might be like. And we'll start with Coach Brandon Tyler. Coach, you guys have, as usual, a whole bunch of players back this year. I know one of the goals you guys have for yourself is to try to get past that second round of the playoffs this year. Talk a little bit about your team.
We got 10 starters coming back on both sides of the ball. Got to replace a quarterback on offense and a defensive end on defense. And other than that, most of the guys we have coming back are 3 or 4 year starters. So, we're excited about that and just the opportunity that lies ahead for us this season. Again, just like always, got to stay healthy. Got to have a little luck along the way. And we feel like we're ready for this season to get kicked off.
Talk a little bit about your quarterback to be here, Noah Cooper.
Noah's had a great summer. Like I said, he's done his time, and he's ready to take over our program and run with it. And like I said, he has thrown the ball extremely well. Would have played a lot more than last year had it not been for a season-ending injury there against Warner in Week 4. But we got him back healthy, and we're expecting big things out of him this fall.
Let's break it down a little bit, offense and defense. You got lots of guys back on both sides of the ball. I don't know how many complete games these guys had to play, particularly like Gunner. Were there games where he played only a half because you guys were so far ahead?
Yes, last year that was one thing I felt like kind of hurt us there in the playoffs because we went from Week 5 at Concord all the way to the second round not playing a full game. So, I think with our district, with Haskell and Panama and Picola all coming in and, Central Porter, everybody's going to be a lot better. So I think from top to bottom, our district will be a lot better throughout the year.
I was kind of leading to my next question. You had several changes in your district lineup this year. You mentioned Haskell as one of them. Talk a little bit about some of those changes.
Those guys coming down, especially Haskell, coming out of the district they came out of in 2A with Beggs and Metro or Victory Christian and that bunch they were with was very competitive, So dropping down to Class A would be good for them. Picola coming out of another district there with Vian and that bunch. So those guys are going to be battle tested. Of course, we played Panama last year, and we beat them Week 3. So, we've seen them. But, the other two, we got to see Picola at team camp this summer. And then, of course, Haskell, we scrimmaged them last year. So, they're going to be good. They'll give us all we want.
Okay, we have several players. We talked a little bit about Noah. Talk a little bit about your other guys here. Your running back, Gunnar Dozier, and Jackson Duke, and Keegan Reed. Talk a little bit about those guys.
You just can't say enough about these guys here, about their work ethic and commitment to the weight room and everything that we've done this summer. Gunnar's going to be a 4-year starter for us. Jackson's going to be a 3-year starter for us. Keegan's going to be a 3-year starter for us. So, again, we got a lot of experience at corner, running back, and those positions that these guys play. Gunnar started at tight end for us as a freshman and then moved to running back his sophomore and junior year, and then, of course, going into his senior year there at running back.
With a new quarterback, I don't think that's going to change. You guys are prolific runners, had almost 350 yards a game rushing last year. Will that change at all with a new quarterback, do you think?
Oh, that's to be determined. Like I said, now it's Noah throws the ball extremely well, so we will be able to throw the ball. And, we got to where people would stack the box on us a lot last year. So we feel like we got 4 quality receivers coming back, too. So they're just not going to be able to stop our run game.
Okay, let's talk to some of the players, and we'll start with Noah and talk a little bit about quarterbacking and kind of what you've done this summer. And is there anything you've learned by watching over the last couple of years that you'll use this year?
No, just getting to work every day with all the guys and working out, and we're always doing something, always just trying to make ourselves better, getting the timing down. I've learned a lot by watching film, just watching professionals, and then coming back and watching our games. It's just trying to figure everything out. I'm ready for it.
How's it been coming in, kind of the young guy on the totem pole, if you will, with these guys that have 3 or 4 years underneath their belt? Talk a little bit about getting along with them, if that's the right word.
Well, I've been with most of these guys since kindergarten, so we're like brothers, every single one of us. So it's just like we're all running together with it.
Okay. Let's talk to Gunnar then. Next, you had 23 touchdowns, 1,800 yards last year. Have you got any particular goals you've set for yourself going into this season?
Just my goal is always do better than what I've already done.
What have you done during the summer to kind of improve yourself?
I've been doing some like footwork drills, trying to get faster and stuff, and working out obviously with the summer prod and stuff.
If you had to kind of describe your running style, what maybe is your biggest asset as a running back?
I don't know.
Speed?
I
Are
don't
you
know.
fast?
Probably strength.
Strong? Okay.
Yeah, I'm decently fast. I could get faster. That's what my biggest goal was over the summer, is to get a little faster.
Okay. Keegan, talk a little bit about what you're looking forward to this season.
I'm looking forward to just another great season, and for myself in particular, just be more physical when the receiver's coming off the ball, and that's really about it. Just be more physical than I was last year.
You're a defensive back. Talk a little bit about maybe what you see as keys. Over the years, are there things you've learned as you try to read these guys coming off the line of scrimmage?
Well, they're coming off the line of scrimmage. I noticed, like, if the ball's coming to them now, since I've been playing 3 years in high school, if they're going to get the ball, you're going to see it in their body language. If it's a run play, you're going to see it in their body language. Just a lot of just looking at their stance and just listening to our coaches doing what they tell us to do. That's a huge thing, because if you're not doing what they're telling us to do, you're going to mess something up and you're going to get burnt. You're going to just busted coverage. Everything bad can happen if you just don't listen to your coaches.
What do you think maybe the keys for you guys to go a little further in the playoffs this year, do you think?
Probably just get better in shape and just a little bit more reps during season, because we hardly play out a full game because we're always so far ahead of everybody else. So probably just more reps in season.
Okay, let's move down to the end, and Jackson Duke, talk a little bit about your defensive skills. You had 4 interceptions last year. Talk a little bit about how you read those guys coming off the line of scrimmage, and kind of what's a key for you to be able to intercept them.
My key is I'm just looking wherever the quarterback's eyes go. I'm dropping back, watching both sides of the ball. The quarterback looks one side, I start weaving that way. If he looks the other side, I weave back. If he makes his decision, I just crash that way.
Have you kind of learned over the years, as you read the receivers coming off, their footwork, what kind of route they're going to run?
Yes. If it's a 5-yard out, they're going to jog it and go out. If it's a post or flag, they're going to run it hard, chop down, and break one way or the other.
Okay. All right, let's go back to Coach Tyler and talk a little bit about kind of maybe the 2 or 3 biggest things you've tried to work on during the summer and will work on during early scrimmages and practices.
It's just something we've always preached to these guys, and they can tell you the first thing we always talk about is being mentally tough. When you get in December or in there to Thanksgiving, the quarterfinals, and second, third, and fourth rounds, everybody's going to be as talented as you are. It's just going to be who wants it more, who's going to be more mentally tough that time of the year. So again, just working on that mental toughness aspect of it a little bit, but just trying to get them bigger, faster, stronger, and they've done a great job in the weight room this summer. So, like I said, we're excited to get out on the field next week.
You've got a great record. You're closing in, I think, 175 wins coming up for you here when you get your next one. Talk a little bit about some of the keys that you found over the years coaching. You coached, of course, successfully at Vian. Now you've come here. Talk a little bit about that.
It's just surrounding yourself with good people, good assistant coaches, good administration, and obviously getting the kids to buy in. This is my 6th year at Gore now coming up, and these kids have bought in since day one when they were in junior high, and they believe everything we throw at them, and they'll run through a wall for us. So that's 99% of it, and then them just going out and taking care of business on Friday night. So it's just having good assistant coaches and good support staff around us.
Okay. Well, you guys have a good nucleus of folks back this year. Looks like at least another trip to the playoffs and maybe a little bit further for you guys. So thanks a lot for being with us. Hope you have a good season, and we'll be following you. The Gore Pirates talking with us here on Muskogee Phoenix Media Day.